Welcome to another video from EarnPED.com. I am StevieB. Guys, today I want to talk about some really serious topics. As we prepare for 2020, I want to get you guys ahead of the curve, and I want you guys to know what to look for with scams in Entropia. So I tend to see variations of the same thing over and over again. I don't like it when I see players lose money. So let's get right to it. The biggest scams that I want you guys to be watching out for inside of Entropia. Number one, the Strongbox scam. As you can see, I've already got storage pulled up here. Here's a whole lot of Strongboxes. So let's just take a look at some. Here is a Halloween Strongbox. Here is a Christmas Strongbox. Here is a Summer Strongbox. And here is, that's Easter, and this is summer right here. So these are event strong boxes. Notice they've got the event in the name. It's either going to be Halloween, Easter, summer, or Christmas. There's also one for mining, because you can find mining strong boxes while out dropping probes mining. It's just very, very rare. So the reason these things are so sought after is inside of here potentially is an extremely, extremely rare event ring. So these event rings are usually super powerful. Right now, inside the Christmas boxes, we're in the middle of Merry Mayhem 2019. We're headed for 2020. There is a ring that's very similar to the event ring that I have. I have the Summer 17 ring, and this ring increases run speed by 22%, lifesteal by 1%, increases evade, dodge, and jamming by 22%, adds 30 health points, and reduces critical damage by 22%. This ring's worth somewhere in the area of 15,000 to 18,000 PED. There's an even better version in the Christmas Strongbox right now that you can get. Odds are like 1 in 35,000. But it increases lifesteal by 5% and increases all these other stats by 25%. So 3% better than what I got. It's currently going for around 21, 22, 23,000 PED, give or take. I haven't seen that many cells that I've been able to authenticate. So you spend $1 on a key. You can only get the key in the web shop. You have to buy it directly from MindArc. You can't buy it in certain countries. That allows you to open it. See where it says unlock? If I had keys, I'd be able to unlock it. So I go to the web shop, I enter my Visa card information, I pay them X amount of dollars for the keys, I get to open the Strongbox, I get all kinds of goodies, hopefully a ring, there's pills, there's other special goodies inside there, right? That's why these things are valuable, and that's why people will sell them. But do not confuse them with the Classified Strongbox. I'm sorry, that's Summer. Classified Strongbox. Notice it looks the same as Summer and Halloween. It's got the same color to it, but it says Classified Strongbox instead of Halloween, Christmas, whatever. The reason that these are literally worthless is because you have to get the keys from the web shop. A key costs $1. You can get the key and a Classified Strongbox for the same $1. The Classified Strongbox has no value. The key is what has the value. But they allow you to buy the Classified Strongbox with the key for the same price. That way you have something to open. A lot of people don't want to farm the event boxes in the game. They don't want to buy the event boxes in the game. They just want to open something, right? So MindArc sells them either just the keys for $1 or the key plus the Classified box for $1. Here's the thing, guys. The keys are not tradable. Let me repeat that. Keys are not tradable. But these Classified Strongboxes are. I think it's a huge oversight by MindArc. But what people will do is they will get them. They'll buy the Classified boxes and the keys. They'll use the keys to open these event boxes. And then they will try and sell these Classified boxes. It's a huge scam. There is no value in these Classified boxes. In fact, if you look, it even says TT value 0.003 PED. I mean, that's insane, right? And that's because I had a stack of 38 of them. So there's no value there. Now, you have kind of the same TT going on for the event boxes, but the event boxes might actually have a rare ring. You can't just buy them in the web shop. They're not just free with the keys. So there's actually value there. They actually have to be farmed. People will try and sell these Classified boxes, though, and I see new players all the time that they fall for it. Do not fall for it. Why do I keep the Classified boxes? Well, my logic's pretty simple. I buy the keys every now and then. When I do, I get the classified strongbox for free. I throw them in storage in case someday something changes and they do have value. You'll notice I actually have a stack of 30. That's because somebody bought 20 keys one time and forgot to get the boxes to go with it, so I just gave the guy 20 boxes because they're absolutely worthless. So that is scam number 1, and I still see it happen. Scam number 2 is blueprints, guys. So if you're getting into construction, you know that you need to go to a construction machine like this one. It'll pull up a list of all the blueprints you have. You can have your blueprints either out individually, like I do here at the bottom, or they can be in blueprint books. So the construction machine gives you access to all your blueprints in one place. The blueprint tells you what materials you need to put in. You hit construct, blah, blah, blah. The machine hopefully spits out what you're looking for, and hopefully a global or a HOF, right? So here's the thing. If you are new to construction, you might not know this, but not all blueprints are the same. So this is my enhancer book. We're going to open it up. And let's go to my weapon damage enhancers blueprints. Damage enhancers. Okay, so damage enhancers are pretty valuable. Being able to make them is pretty valuable, right? So let's look at my level 5, but it's weapon damage enhancer 3 blueprint. It's a level 5 blueprint, but it's for weapon damage enhancer 3. Notice it says quality rating 60.1. Every unlimited blueprint has a quality rating between 0.01 and 100, meaning a 100.00 quality rating blueprint is maxed out. It's absolutely maxed out. Quality rating is directly tied to your success rate. Your success rate is dependent on 2 things, your skills and the quality rating of the blueprint, if it's an unlimited blueprint. Well, what happens is this isn't tracked in auction. If you look at the markup right here, you see the markups are all over the place. This week one sold for 30 PED, but last month the average was 87 PED. Why is that? Well, the one that just sold this week for 30 PED was probably a quality rating 1, the lowest quality rating you can get, right? Last month, there might have been 13 of them that sold for 30 PED apiece because they were quality rating 1, but there might have been one that sold for 700 PED because it was a quality rating 100. That is going to manipulate these averages. So what happens is now people see, okay, last month the quote-unquote average was 87 PED for this blueprint. Well, here's one that's a quality rating 1. I can pick it up for only 60 PED. That's a horrible deal. In fact, even 30 PED for this blueprint as a quality rating 1 is a horrible deal. There's no way with the auction system and the market valuation system to accurately track, yes, this blueprint sold at this price, but its quality rating was this, or its quality rating was this. In fact, look down here in CaliTrade. Speak of the devil. Want to sell level 2 Finder Amplifier Light Blueprint. Quality rating 45, open to offers, don't be shy. So he knows that his quality rating is 45. He knows that it's only about half, just a little under halfway to being a maxed out blueprint. So he's taking offers. So the problem is 2 things. A, we have blueprints that you can get from the technician right here, the NPC technician. Basic blueprints. F101 blueprint, it costs a peck. Tailoring blueprints, basic pattern assurance, costs a peck. Weapon blueprints, Jester D1, it costs a peck. People will take these blueprints and they'll purchase them for a peck as a quality rating 1, and then they'll try and sell it for 2 PED. Notice if you pull up the chart, this year the average is 5 PED, they go for 2. Why is that? Well, somebody might have needed it off auction, so they just bought the first one they saw. Or these might be higher quality rating. If you look at the Jester D1, notice we can buy a brand new quality rating 1 from the technician for a peck. But if we look at the market history, it looks like it goes for several PED. 25 PED this week, 6 of them. 13 PED this month, 22 of them. Why is that? Again, higher quality rating. So the problem is, I've literally seen people come to the technician and buy up stacks of these for a peck a piece, throw them on auction for 5, 10, 15 PED, and just make money hand over fist because people are looking at these markups going, wow, this thing's worth some money. No, it's not. This is a quality rating 1. These were probably quality rating 40s or 50s. A quality rating 100 Jester D1 blueprint tends to go for between 50 PED to 100 PED, depending on how many are on auction and who's selling it and all that good stuff. I think I paid 60 PED for mine, and it was a quality rating 88 when I got it, something like that. So when we go to auction, blueprints, I'm going to go with unlimited only. I'm sorry, unlimited only. Refresh. Notice the prices are kind of all over the place. Even for an explosive projectiles 4, 1950 buyout, 1859 buyout, 1800 buyout. Well, what's the difference? Well, notice that these two, the value is 1.00. Guess what? That value right there, that's not TT value, that's the quality rating. This one up here at the very top, 0.83, that's the quality rating. So this one's a 0.83, 83% quality rating. These two right below it are 100 quality rating. But notice this guy is wanting 100 to 150 PED more for his. His sucks. An explosive projectiles 4 blueprint, anything less than a quality rating 100 sucks on that. That's a very expensive blueprint to click. It takes about 20 to 25,000 clicks to get from a quality rating 1 to a quality rating 100. So this right here is practically worthless. I went and buy this for half that price. These two right here, they're probably more in line with market at the moment. This one down here, explosive projectiles 4, again, quality rating 100, 1784. We see the same thing with EP3, quality rating 100, quality rating 100. Notice they're all in a tight row, right? Now let's get down here to the enhancers. Weapon damage enhancer 1, quality rating 100. They're asking 800 PED. That's a little bit overpriced in my opinion. Damage enhancer 5, 70 quality rating, 700 PED. Damage enhancer 4, 76 quality rating, 700 PED. Quality rating 81 on damage enhancer 2, 700 PED. I think these are a little bit overpriced, but that's just me. But how do you learn these values? Well, guys, the only way to learn them is just to study the market. Look here. We've got a level 7 finder amplifier blueprint, quality rating 1, 230 PED. Are you kidding me? Level 5 finder amplifier blueprint, quality rating 1, 249 PED. Are you serious? I think my level 5 finder amplifier blueprint was a quality rating 70, and I paid about 700 PED. It was like 10 PED per quality rating. And even that, I probably overpaid a little bit. I mean, this guy's trying to sell these quality rating 1 blueprints. They're brand new. They're practically worthless. And he's trying to get, 25 bucks a piece for them. That's insane. On the other hand, it might not be insane to have a quality rating 3 blueprint that you're wanting several hundred PED for, if it's a super rare blueprint. If it's just like ultra rare, then yeah, sometimes even a quality rating 1 can be pretty valuable. Perseus Helmet Limited, this probably belongs to Captain Jack. Nope. Hank McHammer Hammer. There have been some armor blueprints that are quality rating 1. I know Captain Jack had a set, it was a full set of them, that are fairly valuable. Then again, guys, it works the other way. You can find some good deals this way too, because this stuff isn't tracked. So Simple 2 Conductors blueprint, quality rating 100, 200 PED. It's not a horrible price. Would I pay it? No, but it's close to something I would pay. Simple 3 Plastic Springs, quality rating 150 PED. Get out of here with that crap. So I see this all the time, and it really makes it embarrassing to be a crafter, because I hate seeing new people get scammed by people who are buying blueprints from the technician and reselling them for more. I really hate seeing the fact that the prices for blueprints are all over the board. It makes it, as a crafter, hard to purchase a good set of blueprints. You really have to study, you really have to learn the market. It also allows for a lot of people to get taken advantage of because they don't understand the quality rating. They don't understand where that value lies because it's not accurately tracked. Let's go look at something like weapons, and notice there's a big difference. So with weapons, if I've got a very high level weapon, so a tier 7.6 Zora's HK, right? 20,000 PED. So if I go to the market value for it, notice it tells me for a tier 7, there's been one tier 7 this year sell for 9,600 PED. So this guy's wanting double that price. For a tier 6, 14,000 PED. Personally, do I think the tier 7 is worth 14 to 19,000? Yes, but I think it's closer to 14. Somebody got a good deal whenever they paid 9. But notice the weapons, it actually tracks it by tier. So down here you can tap on this little tier button, and you can see what that weapon at that tier has sold for previously. Now, they're not always the most accurate numbers in the world, because a lot of times these are really old information, really, really old information. Sometimes there's a weapon that you see that's worth several thousand PED on the market, but it's under a decade, and the weapon's virtually worthless now. In fact, I'll show you guys one because I had it happen to me. Yes, StevieB got scammed. Whenever I very first started playing, I was absolutely dead against limited weapons, and I wanted unlimited. So I paid 2,000 PED for this right here, the Omegaton M61A5. It only does 29 damage per second. It's a tier 3 weapon. I'm very, very far from being maxed on it. It's an old school unlimited weapon, so it maxes at level 100. That's why I've got scores of 6.5 and 6.4 out of 10 on my hit, my critical hit. It's also why my damage interval sucks so bad. But if you look at market, well, for the decade, there's been 7 that went for 3,500 PED. I think I've got about 2,000 PED invested in this thing. I'll never get it back. It's $200 just down the drain. That's why it's just sitting in my inventory. At some point, I might use it as a giveaway item or something, but it's really pretty worthless. At the time, this was a really good weapon, so those numbers were justified 10 years ago. Now, it would be hard for me to give this thing away, so that's why it just collects dust in my inventory. So always be careful with that too. Just because somebody has a weapon like that, it doesn't mean a whole lot if it's under the decade column. I try and focus on market, day, week, month, and year. The decade's important for stuff, but not as important. And that brings me to number 3. Number 1 was the boxes, 2 was the blueprints. Number 3 is market manipulation. It's very easy for me to go in, and anybody who's played for any amount of time, to go in here and go, okay, let's see here, region, let me do it by buyout. Let's see here. It's very easy to go in here and go, okay, that's a bad example. There might not be any sales for the day, the week, the month, maybe one for the year at 500, but let's say the decade said 3,000. Well, this is rare. Somebody got a good deal earlier this year, but it's a $3,000 item. I'll let you have it for 1,000. Guys, there's a lot of old school stuff in this game that just isn't worth it. It's just not. Like the gun I just showed you, I saw that 7 had sold for 3,500 PED each on average. I thought, hey, I can get it at 2,000. That's a really, really good deal. It was not. It just was not. The other thing, guys, I want you to be really careful about is something actually valuable or not? So this is angel armor. Angel thigh guards, right? Angel armor, unlimited angel armor, is worth thousands of PED per piece. However, a limited version of angel armor might only be worth, 135% markup. There hasn't even been any of these thigh guards that sold in the past month. So, I mean, you might be talking 135% of, 45 to 60 PED. That's, 75, 80 PED versus thousands and thousands of PED just for the thigh guards if it was unlimited. So always be sure, if the item is limited with that little L that's in the title right there or not. Let me give you an example. See over here my pistol and my rifle. These are unlimited. Notice there's no L. It says P because I've got them protected, but there's no L. Notice down here these 4 weapons all have an L because they're limited. These 4, once they're used up, that you have to throw them away. These 2, when they're used up, you just go pop them in a repair terminal, pay to repair them, and you're good to go. I had somebody earlier this year, they tried to come to me and pass off limited armor as unlimited. Well, they were trying to sell me supremacy armor. Supremacy armor, I doubt there's any on auction, is one of the most valuable armors in the game. Well, here's the angel we were talking about. Notice the thigh guards, the ones that the limited version has a markup of 135%. Angel thigh guards male, unlimited, tier 4, 4,300 PED buyout. So that's essentially what they were trying to do, but they were trying to do it with supremacy armor, which is even more expensive. Oh yeah, I've got this supremacy harness. It's the rarest armor in the game. It's worth 20,000 PED. It was limited and it had very little TT value left. That's the other thing, guys. When you're doing a trade, remember all trades are final. Always take a minute to check the TT value. It never hurts when you have that trade window open to take a minute to just look around and be sure that everything is as it appears. Does it have the right TT value? Does it show the right name when I hover over it? Does everything look right? Are the numbers correct? I've seen people open a trade window, and it'll be a trade for 3,896.5 PED. Well, what they'll do is they'll try and put 3,986 PEC and then 50 PED. So they'll try and reverse the numbers, or they'll try and make it all in PEC. So you think you're making, almost 4,000 PED, you get almost 4,000 PEC. You're talking a very, very large difference there, right? So guys, unfortunately, we live in a universe, both in real life and in game, where people will always try and take advantage. There will always be somebody. Sweat prices are in the tank. It's only going to get worse. And I saw a guy, it was Hunting Pro, actually, if you guys have ever seen him. Not Pro, Hunting Pro. Pro's a good friend of mine, Hunting Pro, not so much. Hunting Pro, a couple months back, was at Boreas, and he knew sweat prices were in the tank. And he said, me and my friend are paying 2 PED per K for sweat. As much as you got. I said, as much as you got? Yeah, as much as you got. He didn't have any clue who he was talking to. I said, okay, cool. I got like 100,000 sweat sitting in storage. Okay, cool. I just need you to come with us to Arcadia. So you need me to fly with you through PvP space to pay me? Well, yeah, the guy on Arcadia has all the money. It's 200 PED. It's 20 bucks. Well, yeah, but he's on Arcadia. I'm not going with you through PvP space where I can be looted. Oh, well, dude, it's cool. We've got a warp-capable ship. So you've got a 50,000 PED warp-capable ship, but you can't afford 200 PED to buy the sweat? Yeah, you see where I'm going with this? It was a bad deal. So then, a week later, I see him at Icarus, and guess what he's doing? That's right, he's selling classified boxes. He's trying to sell the boxes and the keys together for like 60 PED for 5, which is insane. That's even more than actually just buying them outright in the store. And I'm like, hey, bro, you realize that you can't actually trade the keys, right? So they're going to pay you, and those are going to get the classified boxes, and we all know those are worthless anyway. And, of course, what's he do? He gets offline. But he's still at it. I see it all the time. Kinozuki's another one. Kinosuke, one of many, the Gray Soldier. As many of you know, when I started EarnPED.com in the beginning, I did not have the 60-day window to do withdrawals. I was just letting people do withdrawals whenever, all willy-nilly. So what's he do? He gets on there, he opens like 40 windows, starts watching 40 videos at once. He's racking up all these points, hits me for like 5 or 6 small withdrawals, 40 PED a piece, whatever. And then I figure out, I'm like, wait, he's earning way too fast. I go back, I can't make any of it actually like verify that it's legitimate. And then he gets all pissed off, wants to blast me, build a website, put my real life personal information out there and stuff, which I don't give a shit. I mean, you got to be a real pansy to hide behind a keyboard. I am who I am. I live where I am. A lot of you have my Facebook, my phone number. Hell, half of you know my address. I live in Oklahoma City, by the way. My name's Corey Chappelle. My AKA is StevieB. Deal with it. So, I don't hide. Well, what's he do? He builds a website. He hides it, pays all this extra money to the domain host to hide his personal information. Wants to put me on blast, talk a lot of crap, say he hacked my websites. He didn't hack crap. He's an idiot, and he ran some analytics, and that was about it, because that's about all he can do. That's why GoDaddy.com and GoDaddy Power Tools are the ones they use to build the website. There's no actual functionality there. It can't be search engine optimized. He's a script kiddie, and even that's an embarrassment. That's probably too good of a quote for Kinozuki. Well, what's he do now? Oh, well, now he's a trader. I saw him the other day. He was trading, and somebody actually called him out in CaliTrade. They're like, bro, you do realize Mind to Essence is worth like 1/4 of the number you just put, right? So, and I see it all the time. I'm sure he goes around trying to lowball the hell out of people, which trading's trading. I mean, everybody does it. I have the prices I'll pay. I have the prices I won't pay. I make pretty good money playing the game. So no, I'm not going to tie up 1,500 PED to make 1.5 PED. I had a guy yesterday. He's like, hey, I'll sell you some hyperstims for 5.7. I've got 300 of them. You can turn around and sell them tomorrow for 5.8. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to do all this work for 10 PEC per pill. It's not going to happen. I make 15 to 25% pretty regularly. There's just no need. It's tying up money. It's better tied up elsewhere. But, we all have the prices we're willing to pay and not willing to pay. But there's a difference in that, in deliberately going out and taking advantage of people who don't know the price they should be selling at and buying from them, and then turning around and taking advantage of people that shouldn't be buying, that are buying at a price they shouldn't be buying at, right? And that's what he does. I mean, you know what? Hey, him and his 50 little boxes that he advertises on the forum, you know what? Good for you. I farmed that in a day. Not even a day, a couple hours. So, I mean, people like that, they won't be around long. Word gets out. There's a lot of people won't deal with Kinozuki. A lot of people won't deal with hunting pro for this reason. Their reputation is trash. You know what? You want to try and trash me by bringing all my real life crap up? Go for it. I don't hide nothing. I am who I am. I offend who I offend, and that's how it is. So if you want to be how you want to be, that's up to you. But it reflects in how many people follow you, how many friends you have. I would rather have a lot of friends and not this huge trading empire than to be trading, 50, 60 boxes a day, making a pet or two off each one, and have zero friends. That's just me. I know a guy in real life, all the money in the world, nobody will attend his funeral. I know people that are poor than dirt that they'll have the churches packed out to the street. So be careful, guys. There's people that come and go all the time. Also, remember, all trades are final. Always get collateral. If you guys want to rent something, borrow something, let's say you wanted to rent my BP20 FEN, right? Cool. I had somebody offer me $13,000 for it. I wasn't willing to sell. Well, just trade it to me. No, I knew he'd never trade me back. But you're going to have to give me collateral. I'm not just going to trade you this gun. All trades are final. We know that. So if you want to rent this and you bring me, $18,000 in collateral to hold on to because I want my gun back, then I'm going to be sure that I get, those 9 CLDs. You get the gun. 24 hours later, you give me the gun back. I give you your CLDs back, whatever, however we work it out. But all trades are final. So do not trade, do not lend, do not rent without collateral that you're willing to accept if the item doesn't come back to you. Had this open to a good friend of mine, Toker. Green Toker got to be buddy-buddy with somebody. Next thing you know, she wants to borrow a rare gun from him. She borrows the gun, borrows the amp. He didn't get collateral. He was being a good guy. And what happens? She sells it. We knew who she sold it to. We got a hold of them. They'd already resold it because it was a hell of a deal. And, support gets involved in all this. There's nothing they can do. What happens? They ban the girl. But she's back with another account like the next day. We knew going into it she had like 15 accounts. So it really didn't do anything. But people are never-endingly shady. I have seen people in this game that will rip you off over 50 cents. I've seen people in this game that will rip you off over $5,000 and everything in between. So guys, there's so many scams out there. I can't name them all. I've hit probably 5 or 6 already. Oh, here we go. Supremacy Gloves Limited. Remember, this is the kind of stuff they were trying to sell me. It's really good armor. It really is. And the unlimited version, very, very expensive. The limited version, also somewhat expensive, but very, very well worth it to a high-end player. But, I mean, we're talking for the gloves, 135% value. They were trying to sell it to me for, like I said, 20s of thousands of PED. Obviously, I'm not an idiot, right? I mean, I'm an idiot, but I'm not that big of an idiot. So, and it wasn't that person, by the way. It was somebody else. So, guys, avatars come and go. Sometimes somebody who tried to scam you today is just going to shut down the account and open a new one tomorrow. It happens. MindDart can't police everybody, unfortunately, but they do a very good job. I can tell you that. I have spoken to their security team on several instances, and they do a very, very good job of attempting to police everybody. Some people still fall through the cracks, but be sure you know who your friends are. That doesn't mean trust anybody. My best friend, I won't give a trade without collateral. Also, learn the game the best you can. The more you learn about the game, the less likely this kind of stuff is to happen to you, right? So watch out for these scams, especially if you're a new player. There's new scams popping up all the time. Now, guys, just because something doesn't sound right or you don't understand something does not mean it's a scam. I had a guy, I was at a sweat circle a while back, and I said, you know what, I'm giving away rifle skills. You bring the empty skill implant, I'll give you collateral for the implant. I'll pull out the rifle skills, put them on the ESI, give you the ESI back, you give me my collateral back. Oh, it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. I'm like, you idiot, mayhem's in a week. I had to drop rifle points in order to get under the profession cap for mayhem whenever I wanted to participate that time. So, I mean, not everything is a scam. There are parts of the game you won't know right away. There's parts of the game you'll learn as you go. But definitely always be on the lookout. If it doesn't pass the smell test or the taste test, there's probably a reason, right, guys? So I will leave it there for now. I've been StevieB with EarnPED.com. If you guys have experienced any scams that I have not let you in on in this video, please let me know in the comments, because I want to look at other scams that are out there that I might not be familiar with that other people have experienced. I want to be sure we get this information out. I want to be sure that we share it. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of. I love seeing people learn and earn. I love people trading. I love buying low, selling high. That's part of the game. But there's a difference in that and just straight up taking advantage of somebody. So guys, from StevieB, or from EarnPED.com, I've been StevieB. Yes, my name is Corey Chappelle. Yes, I live in Oklahoma City. Big shout out to Kino Zuki for helping me have the resolve to keep on trucking. I honestly probably would not have even started making videos like this if it hadn't been for people trying to cheat me, talk crap about me, all that good stuff. But you know what, guys? I appreciate it because I get 5 to 10 private messages a day. Dude, I saw the video. It helped me out tremendously. I had a disciple today. I'd already told him everything that was in the video. He goes and watches the video. He's like, bro, why didn't you tell me this? Well, I didn't think about it until I was making the video. So I love seeing you guys learn. I love seeing the passion for EU, and that's why I do this. So guys, I've been StevieB with EarnPED.com. Be sure and subscribe to the channel. Leave in the comments some of the scams that have happened to you or that you've seen. I'll try and investigate different stuff. If you know of any known scammers, pass it around. We don't want these kind of people here. They'll be gone fast enough anyway. But there's no reason to take advantage of people. There's plenty of money to be made without taking advantage of people. We hope that you all have a happy holiday and a safe 2020 from all of us at EarnPED.